Would you like to be happier? If the answer is, does a brown bear crap in the woods, then you've come to the right place, because in this video, I'm sharing 5 things that you can do today that will make you happier. Will there maybe even be a bonus tip at the end that will totally change the way that you think about happiness? Stick around and find out. Here comes the intro, and then let's talk. Hi, I'm Jeremy Godwin. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Let's Talk About Mental Health TV. This week is all about things that you can do to feel happier today. There's some quick things that you can do in just a few minutes, and a few bigger things that might take you a little while to get the hang of, but with daily focus, you can find ways to improve your overall sense of happiness and well-being and life satisfaction. So let's start with the first one, which is do things that you feel passionate about. I'm not going to be one of those people that says that unless your job absolutely makes you leap out of bed every morning with joy and excitement that you have to leave it, because the reality is that we have to pay our bills. But there's a big difference between hating your job, like absolutely hating it, and if you do absolutely hate it, you need to move on and find something else. There's a big difference between that versus not being thrilled by your job, but not disliking it. You know, for a lot of us, we do jobs that, is it perfect? No, it does what it does. It pays the bills. It, keeps us in the lifestyle to which we have become accustomed. But for the majority of us, if your job is fine, but you're not currently able to do work that blows you out of the water with excitement, then it's about finding something to do outside of work that helps you to feel passionate and excited. Write, paint, learn interpretive dance. Travel when you can. Volunteer, read, learn new skills. Learn about new cultures. There are thousands, if not millions of things that you can do, and you'll find things that will make you feel passionate and excited. And you never know, they could take you down a totally different path in the future. The choice is yours. You can either choose to be bored and miserable, or you can choose to feel passionate and excited about life. I know which one I would choose. That leads me to my next point. Reconsider how you define success. So back in episode 74 of the Let's Talk About Mental Health podcast, I talked about success, and at the end of the episode, I said, when we focus on money, fame, and status as a means of deciding whether or not we are successful, we completely miss the point about life. Because it's the way that we live our lives and how we find purpose and meaning that determines whether or not we're successful as a human being, not the size of our bank balance. Now, perhaps it's a little bit on the nose to start quoting myself, but I already did it, so here we are. But I'm sharing that because how you think about success will have a direct effect on how happy you feel. Let me explain. If your idea of success is tied up in all the external stuff, like fancy cars and having a massive house with a diamond-studded golden toilet, and yep, they do actually exist, then you will very likely never be satisfied. Why? Because you're completely reliant on external things that are not permanent. And even when you get what you want, you'll probably only be satisfied for a little bit, and then you'll start thinking about what the next thing is that you think will make you happy. Instead of focusing on the external stuff, start by focusing on internal factors of success, like love, kindness, and not being an asshole to people. You don't have to become a monk or give up stuff completely, but choose to focus on what really matters most in life. My next point is, do one little thing each day to make your life better. Just a few minutes a day can make a massive difference. Do you need to, for example, iron your clothes for work each day? Well, when you do it, slip an extra piece into your ironing on a particular day, and that way you can give yourself a day off once or twice a week. Just 5 minutes today can not only give you some happiness today, because you get that whole feeling of accomplishment and being an adult and all that stuff, but it also helps to make you happier tomorrow when it gives you a spare 5 minutes that you can do something fun. So just invest a little 5 minutes here and there in making life easier for yourself tomorrow, and you'll see that that starts starts to give you a little bit of extra joy. Just use that extra time that you get to actually do something fun. Please don't just sleep in for another 5 or 10 minutes, because it seems like a good idea at the time, but it doesn't give you that payoff. So my next point is do something fun every single day without fail. Look, we each have our own definition of what is fun, and there are lots of things that you can do that take very little time and cost absolutely nothing while giving you more fun than you can poke a stick at. Hey, maybe poking sticks at things is what you find that's fun. If so, have at it. It doesn't matter whether or not other people think what you think is fun. If you enjoy it, do it. Do more of it. Do as much of it as you possibly can. Go for gold, I say. Which brings me to my next point. Choose to focus on the positive. Look, every single day, life can throw a crap load of crap at us. And I will just say that I was going to put a cutaway image here of more crap being thrown around, but even for me, I think that might be a step too far. So look, hey, I do have limits. And the thing is that when you're dealing with challenges and setbacks, it can be really easy to get caught up in all of the negative stuff. But when you do that, you'll find that you begin to see more to feel negatively about. Whereas if you choose to focus on the positives, you see more to be positive about. Look, I don't know if it's science, voodoo, or some kind of alien conspiracy, but I do know this for sure. Whether you focus on the positives or the negatives in life, what you look for is what you get. And so my bonus tip, because surprise, surprise that I was going to put in a bonus tip, my bonus tip is stop chasing happiness. And you might remember that I spoke about this recently on another episode of Let's Talk About Mental Health TV, which you can find here. The thing is that when you chase happiness, you'll never catch it, because it's like a mirage. You think that it's just ahead, and then you reach the spot where you thought it was, and you discover that somebody has moved the goalposts. Now that's a mixed metaphor, and I have no idea why someone might be playing football in the middle of a desert. What the hell? I said desert, not dessert. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, you get my point. At least I think there was one in there somewhere. Instead of chasing happiness, make the most of every single day and give your 100% attention to the present moment, because that is where happiness is to be found. If you can find satisfaction, purpose, and a sense of calm here in the present moment, no matter how mundane it might seem, you will be winning in the game of life, because you'll be one of the few people who've discovered the secret. No, not that one. I'm talking about the secret that happiness is an inside job. Only you can truly make you happy. So you do that by finding meaning and purpose in each moment of your wonderful life, and also by taking action every single day to be the very best version of yourself possible. How do you do that? Every day you do something small to help yourself to grow. So that's it for this week. Let me know in the comments below what ideas you have for greater happiness. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more simple ideas for better mental health, subscribe to my channel. Have a fantastic week, take care, and talk to you next time. For more great content, subscribe to the channel by clicking the logo here. And check out this video that you might like. Catch the weekly podcast every Sunday and find even more content at letstalkaboutmentalhealth.com.au, along with exclusive daily stuff on social media. Thanks for watching and talk to you next time.